Good morning. Hi there. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Thank you for asking.
Excellent. And the rest of you guys, good morning. Good morning. Hello, hello. Is anybody there? Good morning, everyone. All right, all right. I can see some people already. Very good. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning, teacher. I'm fine. And you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. Welcome to the class. Hello, hello, everybody. Good morning, good morning. How are you? How do you feel today? Uh-huh. Anyone? Come on, guys. Let's talk. How are you today? How do you feel? Uh-huh. I can see Walter. So, Walter, how are you today?
Fine, teacher, fine.
Excellent. All right. And how about you? Let's see, Reina. How about you, Reina? How are you today?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine, and you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. Welcome to the class. Welcome, welcome, everybody. It's Thursday, so we are about to finish the week. Welcome, welcome to the class. Let's see. I can see a few people with the camera on. I'm waiting for everyone. All right, let's see. Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for being on time. Thank you for the one who has the camera on. Do you remember what was the topic that we studied yesterday?
Yes.
Uh-huh. What was the topic?
Sports.
Very good. Yes, we were talking about sports. What else?
Also we saw the frequently adverb.
Frequency adverbs. That's the one. Excellent. So today we are going to continue practicing. Just a reminder, guys, the topics that we studied today and the topics that we have been studying during this week is the ones that we are going to have in the speaking evaluation. Tomorrow, it's Friday. So tomorrow we are going to have a practice and I'm going to explain how the speaking evaluation will be, okay? So the speaking evaluation is going to be next Monday. So everybody has to be ready for Monday, okay? Let's be responsible. I know that during the exam, I have a lot of people saying, teacher, today I cannot be in the class. Teacher, I cannot take the exam because, and a lot of things can happen. But guys, let's be responsible. I'm telling you with a lot of time when the exam will be. Okay, so everybody is going to take the exam on Monday. So let's be ready for Monday. Okay, tomorrow I will give you the instructions. Tomorrow I will explain how the exam will be. And we are going to have a practice simulating the speaking evaluation in order that for the exam you can feel totally ready. Okay? So my recommendation is try to review the vocabulary, try to review the structures, because it's basically what I'm going to evaluate, okay? Now, remember also, guys, to work on the platform. Did you work on the platform yesterday?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
I finished
Excellent.
the first exam.
Yes.
Nice. Very good. Very good. So remember, guys, the platform is not optional. Okay, so try to advance as much as possible. Okay. Now, I want to start today's class informing something, and I want to talk about the attendance, okay? Remember the rules that I mentioned the first day? Do you remember it? Yes or not?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Listen, everybody. Basically, we have we are going to have the second week here in the class. And honestly, I have people with a very low score in the attendance, okay? So we need to be careful, everyone. Remember that you need to be connected every single day, but also the 90 minutes. I have people with a very low score because sometimes they connect only 50 minutes or 40 minutes, right? So that is very worrying because guys, at the end, believe me, there are some people that they cannot continue in the program because they don't have the percentage to follow, all right? So the idea is when you finish the level, you need to have more than 80%. If you don't have more than 80%, you are not going to continue in the next level, all right? So, is the second week. I think that if you be careful with the following or the rest of the course, if you don't miss any class, if you connect the 90 minutes, we can still improve our score, okay? Because honestly, right now I have people with very, very low score. So I need you guys to make an effort and be a little bit more responsible, all right? So because, yeah, honestly, I can see some people that they connect only 50 minutes, other people just connect 70 minutes. And when you say, teacher, I need to do something important, so I need to go. I mean, I totally understand everyone, and I believe you. But remember, Zoom is the one that is counting your minutes, okay? I cannot modify your attendance, okay? So you have to be very careful with that. Please try to connect 90 minutes. It's not so much. Try to be responsible with your schedule. If you have something to do, try to do it in the afternoon, all right? Because, I mean, on the other hand, if you don't have the percentage, unfortunately, you are not going to continue in the program. And the problem with these guys is that you not only affect yourself, you are affecting your classmates. And I will give you an example. Imagine that 5 people, 5 of you, I'm not going to say the name, just imagine that 5 students don't reach the percentage. Okay, they have less than 80%, so they cannot continue in the program. What will happen with the group? This group will have few people. Do you think that the group will continue if there are few people? What do you think? Not really, right? So think about it. Be responsible, not just for yourself, but because of your classmates. Because I have here people that are very responsible. I have people here with a perfect attendance. So let's do it for them, all right? If you consider that this schedule is not the ones that you prefer, let's finish this level. And at the end of this level, you can ask if there is another schedule available for you, all right? But now that we are here, we need to be responsible. As I mentioned since the very first day, this is a scholarship, okay? So you are not paying anything, but what INSAFORP expects is that you can take advantage of this opportunity. Just think about this. Imagine that you have a nephew. Do you have a nephew, everyone? A nephew or a niece? Yes, or a little sister or a little brother. Just imagine this. Imagine that you talk to your niece, to your neighbor, to your sister or something, and you say, hey, I'm going to pay you classes, right? And your nephew say, yes, okay. And suddenly you realize that your nephew or your sister doesn't attend to the class. How would you feel? And the teacher said, what? No, fulanito is never in the class. How would you feel? That you are paying and that person is not attending to the class. How would you feel?
Frustrated.
You can feel frustrated. What else? A little.
Because it's my effort too.
Exactly, pretty sad. I mean, you are paying money and your that person is not appreciating. So when INSAFORP check the attendance, they see your percentage, they see your attendance. How do you think that they will feel that they are paying money for people that doesn't attend to the class? That's what they feel. And what they feel is like, okay, so maybe this program, it is not a good idea, right? So that's what I want you to think, okay? So let's be a little bit more, let's appreciate this opportunity, guys. And again, don't do it just by yourself. Do it by the rest of the group, right? Because if you think, I don't like this program, okay, let's finish the level. Let's be responsible until the end so you don't affect your classmates. Your classmates that they are doing their very best. Okay? Got it, everyone? Good.
Yes, teacher.
Excellent.
Yes,
Any
teacher.
questions about the attendance? No? Okay. Pretty good. Remember that, as I mentioned the first day, I gave you the opportunity, if you cannot be or if you have an emergency, you can connect as a listener. Remember, I gave you that option? So you can take it, right? Of course, don't abuse, okay? Because I have people that they want to be listener every single day. No, I mean, use it just for emergency, right? So that was just a TV commercial about the attendance. So please, everybody, just think about it, okay? Now, let's start with today's class. I'm going to start sharing the presentation. Give me a second. Okay, can you see the presentation, everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Excellent, pretty good. Okay, so today is September 7th. Right, we are starting the unit number 3, and we're going to have a quick review. If you remember, yesterday we were talking about the frequency adverbs, okay? So I have here different sentences. You have to choose one number, and you have to tell me the frequency of how you do that action. For example, I'm going to pick the number 1. Play with your pet. So imagine, guys, how often do you play with your pets? What do you think?
Every day.
Every day. Okay, but give me the full sentence. I play with my pet every day.
I always play with my pet.
That's a good one. I always play with my pet.
I play with my pet daily.
Daily. Yeah, very good. So if you see, that is exactly what I want. I want you to create a sentence about yourself using frequency adverbs. Now, I need a volunteer. Who wants to try? Give me a name.
Me,
Who say me?
teacher, Victor.
Victor. Okay, Victor, tell me a number, please.
7.
7. Okay, tell me a sentence.
Okay, well, I sometimes read my book and I enjoy it.
Ah, very good. Excellent. So what is the frequency adverb that Victor used?
Sometimes.
Very good. Excellent. Victor, pick one of your classmates, please. Pick someone.
Okay, Melvin.
Melvin. Hello, Melvin.
Hello, teacher.
All right. Tell me a number.
10.
10. Okay, go ahead.
I seldom ride a bike.
Pretty good. What is the frequency adverb, guys?
Seldom.
Seldom. Pretty good. Okay, pick one of your classmates, please.
Herman.
Okay, Herman, can you give me a number, please?
Number 3.
All right.
I always get up at 5 a.m. because I go walking with my puppy.
Oh, that's cute. So you wake up very early.
Yes.
All right, pretty good. Pick one of your classmates, please. Pick someone.
Menjivar Carolina.
Carolina, tell me a number, please.
Number 8.
Okay. Iron is the verb, is the action, right?
Okay. I iron my clothes once in a while.
All right, pretty good. So look at this word, everybody. Remember that in English, one word can have different meanings depending on the context, right? As a verb, what is the translation for iron?
Planchar.
Exactly. That is as a verb. But as a noun, what is the other meaning? What is the other translation? Exactly. That's the one. So depending on the context, that word can have different meanings. Is the same spelling, is the same pronunciation. The only thing that change is the meaning depending on the context. Okay? Carolina, pick one of your classmates, please.
Okay. Jocelyn.
Thank you. Okay, Jocelyn, go ahead. Give me a number.
5.
All right.
I eat pizza twice a week.
All right, pretty good. How about you guys? Do you like pizza?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I love.
Yes.
I love.
That's the one. Yeah, I love it too. All right, Jocelyn, go ahead, pick someone.
Yesenia.
All right, Yesenia, can you give me a number, please?
And number 4.
4, okay.
Get up at
Number 4 is this one.
Okay. Go to the movies. I never go to the movies.
All right, that's a good one. Yesenia, pick someone, please.
Alegría. Mrs. Alegría.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a number, please.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay. 2.
2. Go to a party.
I go to the party once a month, maybe.
Once a month. Pretty good. All right. Who's next? I need a volunteer. Who wants to try now?
Me.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a number.
14.
14. Go ahead.
I clean the house every week.
Every week. Pretty good. Somebody else, please. Another volunteer?
Me?
Yes, go ahead. Give me a number.
16.
16. All right.
Okay, I seldom cry.
All right. How about, guys, when you watch a movie? Do you cry during a sad movie?
Never.
Yes.
Yes. I listen to some people saying never. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay, pretty good. Excellent. Okay, one more person. Volunteer, please.
Me?
Yes. Okay, I heard Miss Odilia and Miss Pastor. Okay, first Odilia and then Miss Pastor, okay?
Number 9.
9, okay.
I sometimes play with my brother.
All right, is older or younger than you?
He's younger.
How old is he?
17.
All right, pretty good. Okay, the last one, Miss Pastor, go ahead.
Number 6.
6. This is a very good question.
I sometimes sing.
I'm sorry?
I sometimes speak English.
Pretty good, excellent. And you guys, how often do you speak English?
I speak English 5 times per week.
5 times a week.
5 times a week.
All right. And what happens during the weekend?
Yes, I always speak English because my mother can't speak English, so I can I can speak with her every day.
You can practice. That's good. So listen, everybody. I know that the class is pretty short. We don't have a lot of time to practice. So listen, I know that this sounds weird, but something that works, and believe me that it works because I had some groups that they did it. It's practicing on WhatsApp. WhatsApp's call are free. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Totally. So you can send a message on WhatsApp's group and you can say, hey, do you want to practice? Is anyone who wants to practice? And you can call your classmates. You can call in a group if you want. And you can have a conversation of only 5 minutes. You can practice questions, the same questions that we practice here in the class. And you can call your classmate and say, how often do you take a shower? I take a shower, da-da-da-da-da. And then your other classmates say, and you, how often do you take a shower? Okay? Or how often do you go to the movies? I go to the movies, da-da-da-da-da. And you say, Really? So do I. What was the last movie? And you can practice, okay? It's just a phone call. It's only 5 minutes, but that is going to help you to continue developing your speaking skills, okay? That is a suggestion. So if you want to do it, try, right? Now, can you see the presentation again?
Yes.
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 Okay, let's start with the topic that we need to study today. And before starting, I have some questions. Look at this picture. What comes to your mind when you see this picture?
Birthday party.
Birthday party.
A birthday party. Okay, guys, let's see. When is your birthday? Anyone?
August
August
18.
27.
Okay, August 27th.
October
August
16.
18.
Okay, okay. Is anyone?
July 8th.
My birthday
July?
is September 27.
Oh my gosh, it's close. Anyone else from September?
Yes, me, teacher.
Victor, when is your birthday?
My birthday is in September 20.
September 20. So Odilia and Victor, you have very close birthdays.
Yes.
Nice.
But my present will be a flag or I don't know. Because in this month, the people, the present people is like more cheap.
Donuts.
Donuts, right? Donuts.
Yeah, why
flag.
not? Oh my goodness, that's good. Yeah. All right, but if you see date, all right, keep in mind date. Now, how about this? What comes to your mind when you see this picture?
Just wake up.
Wake up. All right, so guys, what time do you wake up?
At
6
7
a.m.
a.m.
5 a.m.
At 7 a.m., at 6 a.m., at 5 a.m.,
Depend of the
very
day.
early.
Half
Uh-huh,
past 6.
8 o'clock.
8, okay. Anyone else?
Depend of the day.
For example, on weekends that we don't have classes. So what do you think, guys? What time do you wake up on weekends?
9 a.m.
8 o'clock.
Okay.
7.
So you wake up a little later. Okay, sounds good, sounds good. Now look at this. What comes to your mind?
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. Yeah.
When do we celebrate Mother's Day?
May 10.
May
May
10.
10.
May 10.
Very good. May 10. And this one, what comes to your mind?
Online education.
Online education, like this class, right?
Yes.
So let
yes.
me ask you guys, what do you do before your English class?
A little bit of work.
Okay. What else? Remember that what time is your English class?
10
At 10
a.m.
At
Mm.
10. Okay, so what do you do before your English class?
I take a breakfast.
You take breakfast, all right. What else?
Prepare the lunch. Shower.
Prepare the lunch, take a shower.
Drink coffee.
Drink coffee, the vitamin, that's good. And
With the nuts.
okay, pretty good. And how about after the class? What do you do after the class?
After the class, I
Prepare lunch.
told my mom for cook.
You help your mom to cook. That's good.
I
And
go
you-
cook For my family.
Ah, very good. Excellent. What about you guys? What do you do after the class?
I went to see my
friends.
Okay, okay. I listened to two answers at the same time, but that's good. So when you see these pictures, if you pay attention, we were talking about dates, time, holidays, and some prepositions like before and after. So what is the topic that we are going to talk about?
Preposition.
Ah, very good. Yes, we are going to talk about special prepositions of time. So the specific topic is time expressions. All right. So I'm going to talk about different time expressions, different prepositions that are very common in English, but that sometimes we don't use it correctly. Okay. So pay a lot of attention, everybody, and please take notes. For example, we have different time expressions depending on what is the grammar tense that we are using. If you are talking in future, you will have different time expressions as if you are talking in simple past. If you are talking in simple present, you can find different time expressions. But now we are going to use these expressions that are some of the most common ones, okay? Have you ever seen these time expressions? Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Look at this one. We are going to be studying one by one. Let's start with the preposition at. When do we use at? We have two specific scenarios when we use at. In this moment, remember everybody, we are talking about time expressions. We are not talking about places because at, we can use it with places too. For example, at home, at the bank, at the school. But right now, we are not going to talk about places, only about time. So when can we use at? The first scenario is for specific time. For example, when I ask you, what time do you wake up? Before saying the specific time, we need to say at. I wake up at 7. Or I wake up at 6. Can I say something like, I wake up on 7 a.m.? Can I say that?
No.
No.
No, never. If you are going to say a specific time, we use the preposition at. Another example is when you say a specific part like midnight. When we are talking about night or noon. These are part of the day, yes, but in these special words, we also use at. And this is a common mistake because some people say in the night. Can I say in the night?
No.
Never.
No.
All the time that you are talking about night, we say, what is the correct one?
At
Yes,
night.
exactly. So remember, in the night, never. At night. Can I say in the midnight? Never.
No.
No.
At midnight. All right. Then what is another scenario where we can use at? It's for holidays. What is the meaning of holidays?
Día festivo.
Yes, like the special days, vacations. But look at this one. holidays, I'm talking about period. I'm not talking about one specific day. I'm talking about the period. For example, and pay attention here because one word can change the meaning of the sentence, okay? It is not the same at Christmas than on Christmas. It's a different meaning. If I say at Christmas, I'm talking about the period. For example, if you go to the supermarket, when do you start to see the Christmas decorations?
November, maybe. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, right, since November. Imagine in the school, most of the time. Here, for example, do you have classes during the Christmas period?
In the school.
No, really,
No.
right? So normally the Christmas period sometimes is the full month or sometimes is 1 week. So if you say at, you are talking about the period, okay? But if you say on Christmas, you are talking about only one specific day. When do we celebrate Christmas here in El Salvador?
25.
December
Very
25.
Okay, so we have the dinner, the family reunion on December 24th, right? But the day off, when is the day off?
25.
The
25.
25th, right? So if you say on Christmas, how many days am I talking about?
1 day.
Only 1 day. If you say at Christmas, what I'm talking about?
The period.
Period.
The period. So imagine that I want to say Independence Day. Can I say at Independence Day or on Independence Day?
On.
On. Because in that case, it's only one specific day. Is it clear the difference when we say at and on for holidays?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
So these are the most common scenarios for the preposition at. Pretty simple. Did you copy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's move on. Now let's talk about the preposition on. On is for days of the week. And this is another mistake. Sometimes we say in Monday. Can I say in Monday?
No, never.
Never. What is the
No.
correct one?
On Monday.
On Monday. Sometimes we say, yes, in the weekend, I will go to the beach. In the weekend? On, right? Now, if you are talking about with the American English, we say on the weekend. If you are using the British English, you can also say at the weekend, but you can never say in, okay? In the weekend, never, okay? If you are talking about days of the week, we also say on. Got it? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Also, we are going to use on for specific days, okay? And this is when we are talking about special days like your birthday. Do you think that your birthday is a specific day? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Look, every time that you are saying a date, that means the month and the day, you will always use on. For example, when is your birthday? My birthday is on September 7th, for example. Look, I'm saying the month and I'm saying the day. Can I say, my birthday is in December 10th? Can I say that? In December 10th?
No.
Never. Okay? If you are saying a specific date, you need to say on. For example, again, when do we celebrate Mother's Day?
On May
On
10th.
May
On
10th.
May.
On May 10th. Look, it's a specific date, so we say on. Understood, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah? Excellent. And the last scenario when we need to use on is for dates. And this is like the previous example that I mentioned. We are talking about some specific holidays, but again, this is only for one day. For example, when we say on Christmas Day, am I talking about only one day or a period?
Only one day.
Only one day.
Only one day. If I say on Halloween, what is that? Only one day. So what do you think? If I'm going to say Independence Day, can I say at Independence Day, on Independence Day, or in Independence Day?
On
Independence Day. That is a specific day. Got it, everybody?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Did you copy these instructions?
Yes.
Any questions so far? Okay, let's continue. Now, let's see the difference with the preposition in. In is a little bit more extended. We are going to use in for months, but listen, only when you say the month. If you add the day, you need to say on. But if you mention only the month, it's okay, you can say in. For example, when is your birthday? In January or in September. Am I saying the specific day?
No, just the month.
Really, only the month. If I ask you, for example, hey everybody, when do we celebrate Mother's Day? If I want to say only the month, like May, can I say in May or on May?
In May.
Say
In May.
In May.
But if I say May 10th,
On.
in that case, I say on. That is the difference. If you say only the month, in. If you say the specific day, on. Is it clear, that difference? Yes?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Also, we use in for years. Imagine that I ask you guys, when were you born? Teacher, I was born in, when, guys? Tell me the year.
1996.
Okay, 1996. What else?
2003.
2000, oh my gosh. I feel so old already. Okay, so look, if you are saying only the year, we say in. Got it? Yes?
Yeah.
Well, we use in, what is the other scenario, guys?
Seasons.
Can you tell me the seasons in English?
Summer, winter, spring.
Fall.
And
Winter.
fall, yes. You can say fall or you can say autumn. It's the same. So if you're talking about seasons, always in. We use in for periods. Look, when we are talking about a long time, for example, in 20 minutes, okay, in 1 hour, in 1 day, okay? So it's length of time, the long or how the period of an action lasts, okay? Imagine that I say, hey guys, let's go to a party. Yes, teacher, give me a moment. I will get dressed. I will be ready in 20 minutes. Teacher, I will finish the platform in 1 hour. Got it? Yes?
Got it.
Yes.
Copy, please. Take notes because we are going to use it. We use in for centuries. What is the meaning of centuries, guys?
Siglo.
How many years?
100.
100.
years.
So if you want to specify, for example, if you are studying history and you say, the 15th century, you say in the 15th century. So those are some of the most common scenarios when we use in, but also we use it for part of the day. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, but there is one exception. What is the exception?
Night.
At night. We cannot say in the night. What else? Can I say in the noon?
No.
What is the correct one?
At noon.
At noon. In the midnight?
No, at midnight.
At
Night.
midnight. All right. What happens, guys, if I say Monday, for example? I have my English class Monday and they say morning. I know that for days I use on, but if I'm talking about morning, I use in. So if I'm talking about Monday morning, what is the correct one? On Monday morning or in Monday morning?
On.
Monday.
On, exactly, because I'm respecting that the next word is day. It's a day of the week. And I know that for days of the week, I use on. On Monday morning. How about if I'm talking about night? Monday night. Can I say at Monday night? What do you think?
On Monday night.
Always is on Monday night. It doesn't matter that you are talking about the night, but the first word is Monday. So that's why we say on. On Monday morning, on Monday night, on Monday afternoon, always on. Because it's a day of the week. Understood, everybody? Any questions so far about at, in, and on?
No, teacher.
Is it clear? Are you sure? Okay, let's have a practice. I'm going to share with you this exercise and you just have to choose what will be the correct preposition. For example, the morning. What do you think, guys?
In the morning.
On. Are you
In.
sure?
In.
Okay, if you think that is in, click on it. So look at the following scenarios and you just have to choose the correct preposition. Got it? Yes? When you finish, as always, click in finish, check your answers, and then you will see your score Send it on WhatsApp's group and don't forget to add your names.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to send the link on WhatsApp's group right now, and also I'm going to send it here in the chat. Let's see. All right, I already sent it on WhatsApp's group. Now I'm sending it here in the chat. Let's see. I don't know if you can see the link. Yes. Go ahead, everybody. Open up the link. And let's complete the exercise. Go ahead. If you have questions, just let me know, please. Read carefully. Look at this, guys. Sorry to interrupt you. I just want you to do something. I'm trying to do the exercise and check the answers, and I want to verify. If you click in finish and check your answer, does appear your score? Yes or no?
No.
It doesn't appear the score, right?
Oh.
Okay, let's do something, because if it doesn't appear your score, it doesn't make sense that we do the exercise. So we are going to do it here in the class together. Okay, I'm sorry, it's a mistake of the website. I think that the website, it's not working properly. So let's resolve it together. In the first time, it says morning. So what is the correct one?
In
the morning. Now, I will be asking individually, all right? Only the person I ask, only the person answers. Let's see, let me ask, can you see the exercise right now? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, let me ask to Adriana Elizabeth. Adriana, the next one, Sunday. What is the correct answer? On Sunday, pretty good. Mario, continue. Tuesday afternoon.
On.
Very good, excellent. Walter Josue, next one.
In spring.
In spring, good job, good job. Yesenia, next one, Christmas. Hello, Yesenia, are you there?
Hi, teacher. Hi.
Okay.
On Christmas.
On Christmas. Do you agree, everybody?
At
Christmas.
At Christmas.
Why?
Because it's a period.
In this case,
Not part.
we don't say Christmas Day, so we can think that is a period. So remember that for Christmas, we can use both. It's going to depend on the intention of the speaker. If you are talking about the period, you can say at. If you are talking about the specific day, you can say on. Next one, Jocelyn.
What's a specific date?
In February.
Okay, I'm sorry, what do you say? Yesenia?
No, teacher.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Jocelyn, what do you say? Can you repeat the answer?
In February.
In February. Very good. Let's see. Catherine. Catherine.
Listening.
Oh, she's listener? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. Wilbur.
Yes,
Winter. What is the correct preposition?
at winter.
At winter, are you sure?
Almost.
No.
In
In winter.
Why? Why do you
Winter
think
is
that
a season.
Yeah.
Ah,
This is the season.
it is a season. And we are talking about seasons, we use
In
in. Pretty good. Okay, Hillary, the next one, 2013.
In.
In, perfect, very good. Liz, Yvette, are you there?
In my birthday.
In my birthday, are you sure?
no. It's
No.
on.
On.
on
my birthday.
Why?
On my birthday.
Why do you
It's
think
a
that
specific day.
It's a specific day.
it's a specific day? Remember, guys, that your birthday is only one day. It's a very specific day. Pretty good. Rosibel, next one, a weekday.
On a weekday.
On a weekday, that's the one. Remember, days of the week, on. Carolina, the evening.
At the evening.
At the
In.
evening, are you sure?
No.
No.
Mm,
It's in the evening.
In the
In the
in the
It's part of the
evening.
day.
It's a part of the day. Remember, we are going to use at only for night, noon, midnight.
midnight.
at
Yes. Let's continue with Jose, Roberto. The rest of you guys, please be careful with the microphones.
At bedtime.
At bedtime, yes. Is that a specific time, everybody?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Okay, let's continue. Who's next? Who's next? Kenya. Kenya Maribel, you there? Okay, Wendy, Tatiana.
In a holiday.
I'm sorry?
In.
In a holiday, are you sure?
No.
No.
A
If you
holiday
say,
is a specific day.
if I say a holiday, automatically I think in singular, only one holiday. Is that a specific day?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what
Yes,
is the
so
correct
on.
one?
On.
On a holiday.
On. That is the one. Excellent. Let's see, Alan Humberto. At 10:30, are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Adriana Elizabeth.
At midnight.
Perfect. That's the one. Odilia.
On the weekend.
On the weekend. That's the one. Pretty good. Let's see, Marisela Xiomara.
Monday morning.
I'm sorry?
On.
On Monday morning. Perfect. Paola.
On May 5.
Can you repeat?
On May 5.
On May 5th. When we are talking about dates, we say 5th. All right? Pretty good. Next one, Reina, go ahead.
In the afternoon.
In the afternoon, pretty good. Melvin?
At night.
Perfect, that's the one. Who's next, who's next? Dora Alicia?
In the 1990.
Very good. Excellent. Germán?
I'm not sure, but in summer.
But that is the correct one. Excellent. In the summer. Sophia?
I'm sorry. On Wednesday.
On Wednesday. Perfect. And Victor, the last one.
In fall.
Very good. In fall or autumn is the same. Pretty good job, guys. Excellent. So it's a little bit difficult, but if you memorize the scenarios, it's going to be easier. Okay? Any questions so far, everybody, about the prepositions in, on, and at? Yes?
So.
It's with the practice. We need to memorize those scenarios, all right? Those are some of the most common mistakes when we are learning the language, okay? Sometimes we use in for everything because that's the way that we speak in Spanish. In Spanish, we always say in, right? In my birthday. Just think about Spanish. When is going to be the exam? In your birthday, in Mother's Day, in. So we use in for everything. However, in English is different. So we need to memorize each specific scenario, okay? So practice this topic because some of these time expressions are the ones that I'm going to evaluate in the next speaking exam. When is the exam? Do you remember?
Next Monday.
Yes, pretty good. Can I say in Monday?
No.
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 What is the correct one?
On Monday.
Very good.
On Monday.
On next Monday.
On Monday morning, everybody. Not next day, not next Friday. Monday, okay? Be ready for it. Now, there are some other time expressions that I know that you already know the meaning, so we just are going to practice it. For example, and this is kind of common mistake after and before, okay? So imagine that the English class is at 10 a.m., okay? I have an activity right here, and I have an activity right here. So if I'm talking about 8 a.m., what is that? Is that after or before?
Before.
This is before. Is the actions that happens previously. Now, if I'm talking about 1 p.m., what is that?
After.
That is after. Is the action that happens later. Okay? And then I have around. What is the meaning of around?
Close.
This is like
Period of time.
exactly. This is like approximately. This is when you don't know specifically the time. For example, if I say, what time do you go to sleep? I go to sleep around
11 p.m.
11 p.m. Another one, around
10 p.m.
10 p.m. That means that it's not exactly at 10 p.m. you are sleeping already. No, it's an approximation, right? Approximately. Maybe you can sleep at 10, 10:30, 11:15, okay?
Sure.
Yes?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I can say just around or for around.
Only around, it's enough.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks.
Now, Imagine, guys, that I ask you, what do you do after breakfast? What do you do?
Take a nap.
Take a nap after breakfast. Sounds good.
Oh,
Take a
perfect.
shower.
Brush my teeth.
Brush your teeth, take a shower.
Wash the dishes.
That's good.
Check my cell phone.
In the house.
Okay, sounds good. Now tell me something that you do before you go to sleep.
Brush my teeth.
Brush your teeth.
Do the
Take a
homework.
shower.
Okay, okay. Do the homework. That sounds very responsible. I like it. What else?
TV.
Wash my face.
Okay. Now tell me, everybody, what do you do around 4 p.m. in the afternoon, 4 p.m.?
I have classes.
Oh, okay.
Drink coffee.
Sounds
Do my
good.
homework.
Okay.
Do exercise.
Nice. And tell me, guys, what time will you go to sleep tomorrow? Tomorrow is Friday. So what time will you go to sleep?
At 8.
At
Around
midnight.
10 p.m.
All right. What else?
At
Around
midnight.
2 a.m.
Okay, some of you go to sleep very late, everyone. Don't sleep so late. So copy this question. What do you do? And then you can complete the sentence using different time expressions. For example, what do you do after? Give me a compliment, please.
Class.
After the class. Very good. Or you can ask, what do you do before? Give me a compliment.
Before the work.
Before, I'm sorry?
The work.
Before the work, okay, for the ones that are working. What do you do around? Give me a compliment, please.
5.
5 p.m., for example. Yes. Or we can use the prepositions that we already studied. For example, what do you do at? Give me a compliment.
Noon.
At?
Noon.
Noon. Perfect. What do you do at noon? What do you do in?
The afternoon.
Morning.
Okay, in the afternoon, in the morning. What do you do on?
The weekend.
Very good, on the weekend. So look, we can easily ask questions using different times expressions, and we are just using the same question. What do you do? Got it? Yes? Any questions so far? About the time expressions?
Clear.
Is it clear? Are you sure? Ready? Ready for the speaking evaluation? So. Okay. And you guys? Yes? All right. Confidence. I need confidence. Okay. Let's have a speaking practice, everybody, and we are going to apply these times expressions. In this moment, I want you guys to choose a profession, choose an occupation, the ones that you prefer. For example, I'm going to imagine that I am a singer. How about you guys? Is there any profession or occupation that you would like to be?
Occupation.
I'm sorry?
Depending the person.
Pick the ones that you prefer. Use your imagination. Uh-huh.
Maybe a writer.
Ah, very good. That's interesting. What else? What about you guys?
Egyptology.
Okay, pretty good. Uh-huh. You can be, if you want, a doctor, you can be a soccer player, an actor, or an actress if you want. You can be a singer, a musician, I don't know, a president, for example, a politician, any kind of profession, any kind of occupation, okay? Invent. And then you have to describe how your typical day will be, okay? And of course, I want you to use the time expressions and the frequency adverbs. For example, imagine that I am a singer. What time do you think that I'm going to wake up if I am a singer?
10 a.m.
I'm sorry?
Wake up.
10?
Maybe, right? I think that and you can say, okay, I'm a singer. I sometimes wake up at 10 a.m. because I always got to sleep very late. What else? Imagine I'm a singer. What else? What do I do during the day?
How often do you sing?
Ah, okay. Well, I have a presentation every Friday night, and usually Sundays, on Sundays. What else?
And what would you do after the presentation?
Very good. Well, after the presentations, normally I take some photos with my fans, but when I finish, I go directly to my home because I feel tired. What else? More questions. Remember the questions. What do you do? Okay? You can use the questions, what do you do? And then use the time expressions. Uh-huh. What
do you do
else?
before a presentation?
Before?
Yeah.
Well, I always drink hot tea before my presentation to help my throat. And, well, usually I eat a hamburger.
What do you do at Christmas?
Ah, nice. You know, I often spend my Christmas with my family, except if I have a presentation.
Good.
Ah, look at this. So that is exactly what I want you to do. Present yourself, explain what is your occupation, explain your typical day, and your classmates will ask questions using the different times expressions. Is it clear, everybody, the activity? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, can you explain me, everybody, what we are going to do? Uh-huh.
We have to pick an imaginary profession or occupation and practice the time expression.
That's the one. Simple as that. All right. Don't forget, everybody, to ask questions to your classmate using what do you do plus a time expression. Okay. Let's go to the breakup rooms. And if your classmate use a preposition with the incorrect time expression, you can help each other. For example, if you say, what do you do in Sunday? Is that correct?
No.
Not really.
On Sunday.
Exactly. So you have to help each other and correct yourself and say, it is not in Monday. You have to say on Monday. Okay? But please do it always in a very friendly way, okay? Don't be rude. So everybody, let's go to the breakup rooms. Everybody participates, please. As I always say, if you are in a group where nobody is participating, just let me know and I will switch you to another team. Is everybody ready? Yes? Excellent. Let's go to work.
Hi, partners.
Hi.
All right, who's going to be the first one? What is your occupation? Only one, please.
Okay. Wendy.
We cannot hear you, Wendy.
Oh, yeah, sorry. In my case, I would like to be an Egyptology.
So let's start. Tell us about a typical day, and then your classmate will ask you questions.
Okay. I think day by day, I will have to do a lot of things. For example, investigate about the history on the about Egyptologists in the past. So I think my work every day could be translate. How do you say pergaminos?
I'm not sure. Let me check.
Okay.
Oh, you can say scroll.
Scrolls. And probably check the archaeology places. And I think that.
That sounds very interesting. Okay, everybody, ask your questions.
So, do you work every year, or all the day, all the year? Yeah, I mean, yeah. No, yeah.
Can you repeat, please?
If you work all the year.
All the year, yes, it's because it's a very busy work.
And you,
And you?
Wilber?
Well, after class, I go to my cousin's house to spend some time with him. And at Independence Day, I think I will be at home. Will not go out that day.
And what is your occupation, Wilbur?
I sell vegetables and fruit with my family.
Is that your real occupation?
Yes.
All right, but remember, guys, the activity is that you have to invent another occupation. So you can be a singer, a soccer player, invent, because listen, si usamos nuestra típica daily routine, va a ser un poquito más fácil, right? So if you invent an occupation, you can say more sentences, and you can use your imagination and create new sentences. That's the idea, okay? So for example, let me ask to Melvin. Melvin, use your imagination. What is the occupation that you prefer?
I am soccer player.
Ah, okay. So everybody, ask him questions related to soccer player. For example, Melvin, let's start telling us your typical day as a soccer player.
In the morning, I breakfast, for example, vegetable because it's healthier. After that, I dip my brush, and so I go to practice with my team.
Nice, that sounds interesting. Okay, guys, ask Melvin some questions using the time expression. Remember, he is a soccer player. What can you ask?
Melvin, what do you do after to play soccer? Soccer.
Like after a match.
Soccer
or
match.
after, or after a game, what do you do?
Probably I took a shower because I will be how do you say cansado?
Tired.
Tired.
I will be tired.
Nice. Okay. Another question, please. Wilber, Kenya, ask him questions.
How many times a week you play?
Probably I twice a week. I play twice a week.
All right, very good. Excellent, Melvin. Now, someone else, what is your occupation? Remember, invent an occupation. Who else?
I am a doctor.
Excellent. Okay, tell us a little bit about your typical day, and then your classmate will ask questions, okay?
Okay.
I am a doctor. I wake up at 6 a.m. and I have lunch. Then I take a shower.
But another Christmas, I stay in my house with my family.
Okay, and what do you do in the afternoons?
Well, when I am in my country, I go out with my friends. How often do you travel? How often do you what? Travel. 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 Yeah. Okay, sorry, I don't listen well. I travel 5 times a week.
Okay, and what do you do?
I take a shower. I brush my teeth. I take my breakfast. And yes. Usually.
What do you do? Oh, sorry.
No,
Okay,
yeah. Continue.
What do you do after work?
After work, okay. When in depends of the season of to my work. Sometimes I stay in my house, and sometimes I stay in a hotel or yes.
in the airplane. So usually I go to the bed.
Okay, and what is the hour do you sleep? At night, for example?
Sometimes I go to bed late, and it depends of the day. You know, sometimes I'm tired and sometimes I have time.
Excellent. Only student. What do you do? Only student. Do you work? Do you work?
No, just study in my practice, my university practice. Yes.
Okay, excellent. And let me see. And Rosibel, again, you prefer the profession or occupation? What do you do?
All right, time's up. Let's go back to the main room. All right, time's up, everybody. Let's go back. Let's wait for your classmates. They are still in the breakout rooms. Okay, let's go back. How was the practice? Easy or difficult?
A little bit difficult.
All right. I'm sorry, Sophia?
It was good.
All right. Did your classmates invent an occupation? Yes. All right. Let's see. Let me interview you. What kind of occupations did your classmates invent? What occupations did you listen to? Anyone?
Doctor and soccer player.
Doctors and soccer players. Good. What else?
Flight attendant.
Doctor and flight attendant.
Cool. Interesting.
Interior designer.
All right. I like that. Now, did your classmates ask questions with the different time expressions, everyone? Yes.
Almost.
Almost. Okay. Well, we're going to have a practice and I'm going to pick some of you and the rest of your classmates will ask questions. Let me pick someone. Jose Garcia. Hello, Jose.
Hello, teacher.
All right, Jose, tell us your occupation.
Okay. I am driver.
Is that the real occupation or the imagination?
Yes, occupation. Yes, I am driver.
All right, tell us a typical day for a driver.
What?
Tell us your typical day.
I wake up at 5 a.m. I drive for 8 hours.
All right, that's a lot.
Yes. I don't have vacation.
Never.
Because, yes, and I go to the bed at 10 a.m. 10 p.m. 10 p.m.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Let's see, everybody asking questions. Go ahead. Who wants to ask? Come on. Extra points. Thank you, Wendy. Go ahead.
How many hours do you sleep during the night?
I sleep for 5-6 hours.
Around?
I sleep around 5 or 6 hours.
All right. Another question, everybody. Use the time expressions, please.
How
What do
long?
you do at holiday?
What?
What do you do at holiday?
At holiday, I am working.
Okay. So yeah, he said that he doesn't have vacations. Can I say at holiday or on holiday? This is the tense, right? If you are
At
talking
holiday?
in singular, you say on holiday. At holidays is the period, so you can say at, all right? Next,
Okay.
one question. Who else? Who else?
Do you work on the weekend?
Yes. I work
Every
in the
day?
week.
In the weekend or on weekend?
On the weekends.
Yes, on. Remember, if you're talking about weekends, we cannot say in. We say always on. Yes.
On the weekend.
Another question for Roberto, please.
How often do you visit your family?
How often do you visit
Your
family?
I live with my family.
All right, so every day, basically. All right, pretty good. So because of the time, we cannot interview to all of you, but that's the idea, everyone, that you can express what you usually do. You can describe your typical day, and the rest of you have to be able to ask questions using the different times expressions. I know that right now is difficult because you have to memorize the scenarios. So try to review, please, when you need to use in. Try to review when you need to use on, at, before, after, around, okay? Try to review it because during the speaking evaluation, I'm going to pay a lot of attention on the prepositions that you use, okay? Any questions so far about the topic? No questions?
No, teacher.
Okay, we are going to continue tomorrow because unfortunately we don't have more time. But listen, everybody, please review the topics. Tomorrow I will give you the instructions for the speaking evaluation, and tomorrow we are going to have a practice in order that you can feel confidence for the exam. Okay? Got it?
Okay.
Pretty good. Okay, everybody, let's go and finish the platform, please. Complete the percentage that we need, okay? See you tomorrow. Have a wonderful
See
day.
you.
Bye,
See you.
teacher.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
teacher.